Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of November 14th through the 20th. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, I have the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Swords can represent communication coming through. Communication could be very significant for many of you. You could be receiving communication, and you could be the one who is communicating with someone, Scorpio. The Page of Swords, this can represent that very straightforward, direct communication, right to the point. Let's see here. Sometimes the Page of Swords can represent delays. So for some of you, you could be waiting on news, you could be waiting on communication. And with the Page of Swords, it can just simply represent it being delayed. But the overall energy, Scorpio, is the sun. I mean, this is great. So the overall energy for the week is the sun. So I do see many of you in a really good place. This is you feeling quite content, quite happy. So this is you feeling very happy. For some of you, if you have children or even, nieces or nephews, you could be spending more time with children this week. Children could be very significant, but I see many of you just shining bright. Yeah, a lot of people very attracted to your energy this week, Scorpio. For some of you, you could be in the spotlight in some way, and I do feel like this would be more within the workplace. So for some of you, you could definitely be shining bright within the workplace. Yeah, I see many of you in a really good place, feeling quite successful with maybe something within your life here, Scorpio. Because we are starting out with the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, could be receiving a decision this week. You could be hearing some news. Maybe this is something you've been waiting on. Because we have Temperance underneath the Two of Pentacles, which can be a patient energy. Temperance does represent patience and moderation. So for some of you, I think that you've been waiting on maybe communication or a decision from maybe the company that you work for with the Hierophant here. But I see balance. Balance is very significant here. So for some of you, if this is maybe news when it comes to a job or you moving up within the company, whatever this is, I think it's going to bring in a more balance into your life. This could be things balancing out financially. This could be more stability coming in. But I do see many of you moving towards this. So for some of you, maybe this news is delayed this week, but I still see you moving towards this success. You have the Six of Wands here, you have the Sun, and I do feel like for many of you, if you're waiting on news in regards to a home or a job or even something legal, I see you moving towards success here. You just need to keep the faith with the Hierophant here. You need to keep the faith. You need to remain positive. And some of you just need to be patient with Temperance here. You need to remain patient. I do see many of you being divinely guided. This is your angels, your guides around you, guiding you. And you are being led towards success with the Six of Wands here. For some of you, you're going to maybe receive some sort of recognition from the company that you work for. This could be you, for some of you, receiving some sort of award from the company that you work for. Let's see what I'm getting here. For other Scorpios, you could be waiting on, with the Hierophant, you could be waiting on important documents or paperwork. This could be something legal, but not necessarily. I think that for some of you, you're waiting on maybe some documents. For other Scorpions, you could be waiting on like a legal decision or a decision maybe involving the government. This is what you're waiting on, but I think that ultimately you're going to be very successful with this. I see you moving towards that success. Now, for some of you, it's just simply delayed. So maybe by, you know, early next week, the following week, you know, things could really be progressing at that time. Now, we do have the Devil here, so this is quite interesting. We have some amazing energy, and then we have the Devil. So for some Scorpios, you could be involved with a Capricorn, but then also, you know, this is a restrictive sort of energy. So for some of you, maybe you're working a job that you just feel is no longer serving you. You could be in a relationship situation. There could be a relationship for some of you that you're in. And with this Page of Swords, you really need to use that sword. And this is a message that I think I've mentioned this to you before. I've received this message in previous weekly readings or a weekly forecast. Some of you need to use this sword and cut yourself free from that is no longer serving you. But maybe you're waiting to do that. For some Scorpios, it's almost like you have to walk away from maybe an unhealthy situation. It could be a relationship, but maybe you're waiting. For some Scorpios, you could be waiting. Now, you could be waiting on a divorce to be final. And then for others, you know, this could be you waiting because there could be issues with maybe housing or finances. For some Scorpios, I think I'm speaking to a very small number of you. For those Scorpios that are maybe staying in a relationship that's no longer serving them, it could have something to do with finances or something to do with your stability. And I think that maybe you're waiting on like a new opportunity to come in. For some Scorpios, you're waiting on this Ace of Wands, which is an exciting new beginning. For some of you, a passionate new beginning. This is what you're waiting on. We have the Nine of Wands underneath the Ace of Wands. And for some of you, this is what you're holding out. You're really waiting on this Ace of Wands. This is something that you want very much so, that you're willing to, continue on waiting, even though for some of you, you might feel quite tired and exhausted. You know, you're still hanging in there. You're still persevering. You're holding out. You're waiting on this Ace of Wands. Now, for some of you, this could be a new relationship. For others, this could be a new job. Because I see you feeling a lack with the Five of Pentacles here. I think that you're lacking. For some of you, it could be lacking financially. For others, I think this is a relationship. I think that, you know, you're not getting what you need from maybe a partner. So maybe you're stuck within a situation because of, you know, finances or you know, just financial matters. You know, and there could be some Scorpios that are dealing with a situation with 3 people. Maybe you're waiting on a divorce to be final. But I do see many of you needing to remain positive, needing to keep the faith. With the sun here, something could be coming illuminated. So there could be news that's coming out with the Page of Swords. You know, for some of you, there could be something coming out in the open. You could be learning something this week. But for many of you, you need to remain positive. I do see it being a wonderful week for many of you. You could be in the spotlight in some way. I do sense for many of you, this is going to be within the workplace. So financially, I think it's going to be a good week because I'm not really sensing this Five of Pentacles for many of you being like a lack financially. I think that stability is important, and I think that some of you are staying in a relationship due to finances or due to maybe having a place to live. But there could be some Scorpios that maybe you have a lot going on. You could be juggling, you know, your professional life with maybe family this week. For some Scorpios, you could be getting outdoors. You could be spending more time, you know, outside in the sunshine. I think there's a new beginning that's coming your way. With the Ace of Wands here, I think there's a new beginning that you're moving towards. This is exactly what you're moving towards, but releasing yourself from something that's no longer serving you is going to be, you know, very important here for this new beginning to come in. Now, for some of you, this could just simply be a way of thinking. Some of you thinking more pessimistically, needing to, you know, release yourself from those negative thoughts or that negative way of thinking. And then for others, you do have this wonderful healing energy around you. You definitely need to keep the faith. I do see it being just a wonderful week for many of you. You definitely could be receiving some sort of award or some sort of recognition within the workplace. And emotionally, I see it being a good week for you. There could be a Sagittarius, there could be even a Leo or a Capricorn or a Taurus person that's quite significant. For some of you, this could be the person that you're waiting on. Maybe you're waiting on news from this person. But let me pull you an additional guidance card. Additional guidance for Scorpio for the upcoming week. For some of you, I think you're waiting on maybe a legal decision or, you know, some sort of important documents. I see you moving towards that. You're going to be successful with whatever this is, Scorpio. You just need to kind of keep the faith, remain positive, and, you know, be patient with Temperance here. Additional guidance for Scorpio for the upcoming week. What does Scorpio need to know? Wow, we have Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Very nice. So what I'm really getting with this is, yes, for some of you, you might have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. But then also, communication could be key. For some of you, this is you needing to communicate, maybe needing to speak your truth to someone. And don't allow insecurities to hold you back, okay? Remain positive, keep the faith, and trust that your angels are guiding you in the right direction, Scorpio. So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week.